Hi everyone, Sailor Mars here, Sailor Red World Ray here, giving my thoughts on Sailor Moon's to the following. Now keep in mind, Deke never put this one in English, so whatever the name Deke would have chose for it is beyond me. So this one has to do with a foreseeing house. So it starts out Serena's late for learn, as she always is. And then when she gets there, Patricia Haruna tells her to get outside in the hallway for being late. Malvin's there and he doesn't really know why he's there, but he's just there. He later on tells Molly that he wants to go out with Serena, but he doesn't have the boldness to ask her out. He has, and first Molly puts him down by saying that he won't get anywhere with her unless he's bold enough to ask her. He then says he made a film game and tells him that they will be wedlocked. Molly tells him go see a foreseer and see what he or she has to say. So Malvin does go to see this foreseer at the same time that Serena goes to see another foreseer who would say he's losing business to the house of foreseeing. And he reads Serena's hands and tells her that there is a boy, that man that she knows that sees her every day, and they happen to be friends. Well, Serena believes it's Andrew because she goes right to the game middle where Andrew opens up for the day. And then he's showing her how to play a game because she not really good at it. And Luna bites her in the hand and tells her, come on. When they are halfway when she's making up her mind if she should either go see the foreseer she saw yesterday or go to the house of foreseeing, she kicks her shoe off by mistake. It hits Darian in the head. Darian gets irked over it. And Deke, he would have said, why can't you keep your dumb shoes on your dumb shoes on your dumb feet? And she might have said something like, why your head gotta be where my shoes land? Well, the shoes comes up again. So they slide each other. He tells her, why don't she grow up? And she tells him, yeah, won't you grow up too? And then Serena's father shows up and says that he got home early and he bought some food, because their mom does a lot of work. So he thought he'd do that to help out. So they're going home because apparently the shop isn't too far away from their house. So, or need be, they are going, I don't know, wherever his Wayne is at. So Luna's following them and he goes, that cat's following us. It's got a bald spot. Do we know her? Well, they get home and the next day, Malvin goes to the house of foreseeing and he meets with a woman who he believes is some foreseer, but she's not. She's a fiend. She puts a spell on him and many fellow learners and other folks that happen to go to that house. So the next day, Molly asks Serena, did Malvin say anything to her yet? No. But Malvin starts showing up, not wearing the right school learn clothing. Patricia Haruna said it got to be some kind of stunt that he's misbehaving. He smacks up her skirt and says, haha, that's a stunt. And then everybody saw what kind of underwear she was wearing, so that shamed her. It's not over because he's misbehaving, class, laughing, whatever the hell he's doing. And she tells him that's enough. Some other student called, I guess we will call him by Kinzo, trips her and says she should learn how to walk and be more hushed in class. So two of them. Then later on, all three of them, all the other learners are misbehaving, throwing stones at the teacher's house and other things. Molly says that Malvin started misbehaving after he went to that house of foreseeing yesterday. Malvin shows up and says, hey, Serena, you want to hang out with me? Give me a kiss. And Serena is so frightened the way he's misbehaving, she starts sobbing and he can't handle it and they all leave. Then Serena gets in her head, need be the house of foreseeing. And Luna says that's a good thing. You put that thought together. I'm happy for you. For Serena to say, oh, going to give me a gift, and then Luna says, yeah, I forget whatever kindness I said about you. So they go to the house and miss the house of Upseeing, only to know it's a fiend. She becomes Sailor Moon. She's frightened. All the other classmates, including Malvin and other folks who've been brainwashed to come after her. Tuxedo Max throws a red rose and tells her, never give up, keep on fighting. And until, we meet again. Serena then beats the fiend. The spell's broken off of everyone. And then the next day, Malvin's all worried and frightened and scared about him misbehaving. And Molly said, well, you talked to Serena, but then you also shamed at Patricia Haruna. You also threw stones at the teacher's house during, in between the classes. And then Malvin's like, oh shit, I need to go home. Because Malvin now feels that he's not only a sinner, which every man, woman, and child are, sadly, but also an outlaw. And then Serena shows up and Malvin says, hey, look, yesterday, the things I said and did, he's sorry for it. But then she says, don't worry about it. She goes, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't worry about it, Malvin said. I should be like you, carefree and not worrying about my school, about my learn work and not what I do how to learn. Be more like you. And Serena takes that as some kind of slight and says, he can't even think of all the shit that I went through yesterday. She trips and falls down. So that would be, the handicap yields. It's a fiend house, one of the Sailor Moon sagas that did not put into English. The held belief to why this was not done was it had nothing to do with Malvin and his fellow learners throwing stones at the teacher's house. It may have been when Malvin smacked the skirt of Patricia Haruna showing her underwear. Though that may have been why Deke chose not to do anything with it. Why Andy Hayward said, we're not putting that into English, so skip that one. Now, keep in mind that what I thought about this one was good. I did like it. I thought it was a good show. I did like the saga, about folks getting their foreseeing read, Malvin being brainwashed with his fellow learners, Malvin not having the boldness, to ask Serena if they want to go out or not. I also liked how Serena was also still learning how to be Sailor Moon, but fully not really being as grown up as she would be through the rest of the saga. I also like how, we get to see Andrew and some of the things that Andrew would do, his friendship with Serena. We get to see Serena's father, who, is a kind, caring father and a loving husband. We don't get to really see too much of that, but it was good we got to see that. Darian, yeah, he mostly starts out as a creep to Serena. They slide each other. The word meatball head is said sundriest times, but showing up as Tuxedo Mask or Evening Wear Hide and helping her out was always a good thing in this one. So that's my thought on this show, this saga of Sailor Moon. I, Sailor Red World, I, Sailor Mars, Sailor Red World Ray, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.